לאופניות של ציור, לאיך של ציור שנורא אופייני לעבודה של תם. יש ציירים ויש רשמים מסוגים, כל אחד מאיתנו שונה לגמרי באופי העבודה שלו וכו'. דבר שאופייני, לדעתי, לשתי קבוצות העבודה האלה, הוא האינטנסיביות שלהם וההליכה שלה, שלא מוצאים אותה אצל כל אחד, לתוך הבד או לתוך הנייר ממש. כמעט חריטה. אנחנו רואים...
So, I came here to this thing. This artist sits there. She looks like Frida Kahlo, red hair. He's like, oh, this is so intense. This is so... Obviously, she lacks any sort of talent. It's like a child throwing paint on a... I mean, as a person who used to paint, it's just bullshit. She has connections. She has all sorts of connections. This is why she has an exhibit and another artist doesn't. Does she have anything to say? She's expressing herself on a piece of shit, you know? I think it's a piece of shit. That's what I think. Now look at this. This says without judgment and without prayer. This I like. You know what the difference between the other one and this one is? This shows this woman actually took time to think. She thought about what she's doing. It's not just an expressive regurgitation or vomiting on a canvas. She's actually knows what she's doing. She has talent. Look at this. It's just so much to think about. I love this. I love this. And the reason I love this is, you know, without the artists, the other canvases, they're just so meaningless. And this one speaks for itself. And this is what art does. It speaks for itself, in my opinion. And if it doesn't speak for itself, if you need this show, this Frida Kahlo in red, it's a piece of shit. And this one is not. This one is also Memories, it's called. See? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm old school. An artist needs to have some talent to be able to express himself, to focus on certain images. Can't just take a canvas and you just throw some paint on it and call it art. Yeah, I'm for abstract, but abstract also has to have something, an idea behind it. And sorry, but this other exhibit, it's like a 4-year-old throws paints on. And this is an artist. This is an artist. There's imagery. You can write so much about this. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. I love this. I need an image. Sorry, I'm not Protestant. I'm not an Orthodox Jew. I need an image. I need something that tells me a story. And even an abstract can tell a story when it's done in a talented way. This woman, like, what is she? It's like, bought some paints and canvas, the other one I'm talking about. And I just had to get out of there. And there's sitting all these people. I don't even have to ask them. I know that they're like lawyers and accountants and business owners that know shit about art. And they think that art is like a financial investment. And they don't know anything. And they're just sitting there. They don't know what to do with their time. And they're just like, oh, why don't we go to an exhibit? But look, I never studied art history, but I can tell when something tells a story or not. Because I've been to a lot of exhibits. And I love this. I love this. I don't know. Any idiots can just throw paint on. And this man, they wrote a whole page on it, on the other exhibit. It says, A Place Under the Sun. 12, I just had to get out of there because, I don't know, it was just such a piece of shit. 12 oil paintings on the theme, a place, Goren, whatever shit. Blah, 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 humor, da-da, sexuality, erotic, blah, 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 blah. Her technical ability allows her, blah, 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 blah. You know, you give a child paint, they'll do better than she did. Sorry, so this is like, I'm doing the contrary. It takes shit to appreciate good art. I love this. This is like, not everybody can do this. Not everybody can do this. Not everybody can take paint and create an image with so much intensity. I love this. See, this is in a way abstract, in a way not, because it is like cactuses or whatever. But there's work, there's talent. Just putting oil on a fabric, a canvas, just does nothing for it. Look at this. Let's look again at this exhibit. You see the difference? You see the difference? And I hate artists that look pretentious. For me, an artist has to be nothing. The art has to tell him his story. You know what I mean? An artist has to have zero personality and zero look. They might as well wear pajamas and no makeup. The art has to speak. And when you have to dress like Frida Kahlo and like sit there with pretentious audience of accountants and lawyers, as I assume they are, or gallery owners, whatever shit, I don't know, I'm not going to be in that area. I'm slightly disappointed, slightly not. Life is a learning experience. I like this place. I've always liked the Artists Association of Tel Aviv. It's always been a good place for me. And it helps me decipher what I think is art and what I think is a piece of shit. It has to do with connections. Because art today is a big business, unfortunately. Let's not forget, Van Gogh didn't sell one painting. One painting he didn't sell. Why is that? Why is that? Ask yourself. And why this woman with her piece of shit is getting all this attention? A piece of shit, I would call her exhibit, the other one. And let's look at this. This is nice. I love this. I can read, oh, look at this. Oh, this is something I would have liked to do. Wow, this is beautiful. Gad Opatoka Reef. He says, there's a poem. Every morning a person wakes up on the shore of the ocean of tomorrow and asks himself, should I cross it or not? Arya Sivan, he's a really good artist. So it says, Gan Apotheker gets up at 5:30, goes with his bikes along the beach and sits there for an hour or two watching the waves. Oh wow, this is so beautiful. Every day. And tries to capture the moment. The ocean is also in William Turner, blah, 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 blah. She has to show that she studied art history. Can't you just focus on Apotheker? Apotheker. In German, Apotheker is a pharmacist. That you don't say. The loneliness of Apotheker doesn't come from an incredible, infinite, what is charada, anxiety, but from a total, I like it. Yeah, he's good. I should do this too. I know his places. He's good. Really good. Oh God, I used to draw this too. But to go every day, I wouldn't. Really nice. Now there's Michal Zakai. It's called, wish there was English here. Oh, they have English. Plaid shirt. Wow, so many things. Okay. Plaid shirt. Plaid shirt. She's really into plaid shirt. I love this though. I mean, this is good. This is good. She took the theme and really played with it. I love this. I love this. Look at this. This is art. This is really art. It's in between design and art, you know? God, I love this. Oh God, this is art for me. You see? You see what art is? What art can do? I love this. The other one I hate. And art you either hate or love. That's the way it goes. What did she say? The first drawing touch on the aesthetic of the photograph. They engage the powerful emotion of the artist's gaze that sticks out of the painting. The later paintings deal with turbulence and the confusion of the treatment period. What does that mean? And the image is a vehicle for investigating the subject. Conversely, in these pieces that were created in advanced stages of recovery, experience of the body's detachment from the safe environment is expressed through the image of the plaid shirt, which now appears separately from the body, seemingly personified. The artificial movement of the shirt and the oversized scale create, on the one hand, a sense of something unreal, the other hand, refers to the historical and social contexts of the plaid shirt as a concept. The images were created at the moment of vulnerability and transformation, in which the artist was flooded by memories of childhood in the kibbutz. The plaid shirt is a symbol. It is the thing itself, the simplicity. Isn't this a contradiction? If it's a symbol, can it be the thing itself? The simplest attire, uniform, with no gender or personal characteristics. The shirt embodies the cultural imperative of the kibbutz culture not to stick out, not to be outside the norm. Interesting. This is something I like, you see, because now I'm going to look at it in a different eye. The plaid pattern symbolizes the rigidity of the appropriate versus inappropriate in the kibbutz society, and lack of space for variation, personal interpretation, and acceptance of the other. That's true for every society, I believe. The transformative moment that the photograph represents conjures the moment of leaving the kibbutz, which likewise allows the artist to look at the kibbutz egalitarian but judgmental idealism from without and attempt a transgression. The last body of work, the most current, features 3 images of the parents' home in the kibbutz. It is hard to recognize the place. There are no clear characteristics, but rather a generic image of houses that could have been anywhere. What differentiates between them is the color palette. In contrast to the shirt image, which disrupts the order, the houses try to recover a structure and express longing to belong. So this is Michal Zakai plaid shirt. It is her 3rd exhibit. So let's look. It's a portrait of her wearing a plaid shirt. I have to say that what they didn't say is a lot of lesbians, they wear plaid shirts, and she looks like one of them. If they had said that, they would have realized that she looks like beyond gender, but lesbians, one of the way they dress, this type of butch lesbian is a plaid shirt. So that they don't write about the sexual meaning of plaid shirt. It's very talented lady. Look at the movement. Look at the movement. And then she detaches. Wow, she's so talented. I just envy her. I really envy her ability to express herself. But I'm really surprised they didn't mention the cultural context of a lesbian wearing a plaid shirt. Maybe that's in the States more, I don't know, in Israel. Look at this. Amazing. This is a process. You see, this is a process. This is art. In sharp contrast for what we saw at the beginning of this video. Let's see if they're not mentioning the fact that she's a lesbian, probably. No, they don't. Maybe they're trying to be politically correct, but a plaid shirt is definitely a sign for a woman, a lesbian woman. She looks like it too. And that they don't mention. Amazing work. Very good. Let's see.